what's even more tragic about it is that I'm not guilty. I'm not a drug dealer. My son and I are completely innocent. I'm not a pedophile. If people knew what really happened to me and my son and what we've really been put through, they would be chasing this jackass with a badge with knives and guns. This case is nothing but a fabricated case against me and my son. You're using the testimony of people like Caroline who are asking me things and aggressively in a threatening tone, and in a school system, whenever you use a threatening tone like she did, that is construed to be a threat of violence when you speak to somebody with aggression and hostility in that manner. That is considered to be a threat of violence, and because of the tone that you're using and the way you speak. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be violent, but whenever you speak to somebody like that and you have to cop this, they'll tell you the same thing. They have somebody that's talking to them like that. That is one of the factors they consider in determining whether or not they need to detain that person, detain them to prevent them from becoming violent. They'll put people on handcuffs and put them on the side of the road just to question them. How you doing today? Sorry, the bathrooms are closed. Dr. Pepper and a Mountain Dew, let's see. Is there going to be a debit, sir? Mm-hmm. All right, there you go. Let me get you a bag. That's yours. Thank you. Have a good day. How you doing today?
All right. Please.
Yes, sir. Anything else for you? Total's going to be $575.
Yeah.
All right.
No one will receive it from this guy. Thank you.
Yes, sir. $237. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, have a good evening.
Oh, you too. You going to get to the Highland Parade today?
No, we didn't go. We went to the one last weekend, and we had a coming back from a birthday party at Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah. You paraded out then.
Yeah, I saw him this night.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
I can think of a reason why you feel sketchy and want to hide your car. If you work someplace where dope heads were coming in smelling like marijuana and you're being harassed by snitches, falsifying evidence like Sarah, who's actually buying drugs in the parking lot, and then trying to say that she was the one stocking the cooler when she was outside last night because she's taking a phone call. How you doing today? All right. Dr. Pepper, $1.77 out of 5. Okay. $3.23 is your change. Oops. Thank you. if you see stuff like that routinely anyway, and I've gone through it so much, I know it's somebody sending snitches in to harass me and falsify evidence. They're taking phone calls, and they walk in there holding phones to their ear. And they don't say a word. And the phone or to me. So whatever, I don't give a shit what you think. This is a free fucking country. I got snitches who think they're fucking Perry Mason, think they're licensed undercover operatives like Caroline and Sarah, that are being treated like they're detectives and the prosecutors, questioning me as though I'm under oath and saying things to incriminate me when they're not sworn detectives. And the difference there is very basic. Cops are accountable for their behavior. If you have a cop that's misbehaving, you can do something about it. You can go to the chief of police. You can file a lawsuit against them. I don't even know who the cop is that's doing this to me and my son. Nobody has ever identified themselves to me and said, hi, I'm the one supervising you. I'm the one gathering evidence. Nobody's ever invited me to participate or testify, ever. But people that I work with, people that I don't even know, children in my classes, kids at the library that I've never had anything to do with. The only kid I've ever had anything to do with at the library is my son. Right? Spread like wildfire through the school system. I got fired from my job for no reason at all. The defamation has been staggering. It's absolutely destroyed my reputation and my son's too. To have people sit back and play these kind of stupid, gee, I wish I was James Bond, 00 jump-up games. Because that's what it is. You tell people like Caroline that she's a prosecutor. She starts questioning me like she did when I walked in here. Aggressively, hatefully, like I'm on the stand and she's a prosecutor. She's not a cop. She's not a prosecutor. There's not a judge there. There's no lawyer there to defend me. That's wrong to gather evidence that way. It's certainly, even if you say it's legal, it's not moral. It's got nothing to do with doing what's right. It's got nothing to do with the truth. It's called, gee, let me see how I can falsify this case and say things to say this woman's suspicious so it'll look like I have a good reason to get a paycheck for lying. How you doing today?
Are they cold?
There's ice piled up on them.
You know what, but that's fine. Did you just put the ice on there?
It was on before I got here.
And that was when?
I got here at 3. So if the ice is on them, you know, yeah.
That's what everybody always says. Yes, you just put the ice on there and you got them out and they were hot, you know.
Well, if they, you know, they've been in there since back before I got here. So she had the air conditioner running, the fans going, and the door open, and it's 52 degrees. The girl that worked here this morning till 3.
The one that rides the bicycle.
Yeah, you know her?
My neighbor.
Oh, God, really? Because I had to chew her out because she was a bitch and a half to me today.
Really?
Yeah. You sound like you've had trouble with her, too.
No, I mean, we were working on the house across the street and stuff. She wasn't working here. I mean, she seems like a nice person, but I mean,
don't worry, she's not going to hear it from me. She doesn't talk to me.
Why are you going to have that open door?
I don't know. And the door open, too. 52 degrees outside, really?
Yeah.
I guess she's worried about the beer not being cold.
I ain't never seen it. You got a paper bag here?
Oh, sure.
I don't know about this. I need to speak to myself. I don't even want to try to speak to nobody else.
You know, when you start talking, it just doesn't ever stop, does it?
Yeah. Thank you, sweetie.
Yes, sir. Have a good day. $1.84 attitude. 16 cents is your change. Yes, sir. You have a good day.